Hey everyone, it's me, Knute here, and today I'm coming at you with a brand new video. And actually this video was a recommendation by somebody who watched my YouTube video last time and was just kind of wondering a little bit more about my daily routine and how I'm able to manage my time. Without me going any further, I want to put a little disclaimer there and say that I am not the best at managing my time. If I'm being 100% honest with you guys, it's something that I need to work on, probably the most out of anything in my life. With that being said, I should probably credit myself a little bit, as I am able to get quite a bit done in a lot of my day's time. So that's kind of the purpose of the video, is just kind of talking how I'm able to work with two businesses, like YouTube, my wife, the National Guard, all that stuff, and just kind of talk a little bit about that. So really the best way I can even describe kind of how I'm able to work with all this stuff is to just kind of go through my daily routine and talk about stuff. So when I wake up, the best way for me to kind of clear up a couple hours or a few hours of time to really be dedicated to my businesses is just to wake up really early, because then I'm undisturbed and there's so much time in the day and there's no distractions, there's nothing else going on because nobody else is awake. And I just think it's awesome. It's just such a great time to focus and get, like, basically mentally check off so many things in my head that need to get done before anything else has really gotten started. So with that said, I wake up at 4:30 usually, and I know that sounds really early for a lot of people, but it's definitely not that bad once you get used to it. It's just kind of like on everything, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. But yeah, 4:30 is a great time because then I'm usually able to work till about 6:30 or 7, to then where I start getting ready for work, which I need to be at work by 8. So it just gives me that 2.5 hours or so, that solid 2.5 hours where I can sit and drink coffee and work on my businesses just nonstop and just really be focused on it. I also use this time to take a look at the stock market a little bit. Usually when I wake up at 4:30, some news is just coming out. So I am interested in stocks too, so that's one thing that I pay attention to a lot. It's just kind of investing and options trading a little bit here and there. So I just kind of pay attention to the market, see what's going on, see if any news coming out. And so that's definitely a little bit of time there. It just kind of helps me get a little bit of a head start. Instead of waking up after open on the market or something like that, or right at market, or just right before, I'm kind of panicking because I'm not really sure what I should do for the day. So thankfully I'm able to kind of generate a little bit of a plan inside my head before the day starts. This also gives me time to catch up with my virtual assistant who's over in the Philippines. She kind of helps manage some of the day-to-day customer support stuff for one of my businesses. So this is really helpful because with the time difference and stuff, I can kind of talk to her a little bit and get a recap of what's going on throughout the day before she goes out for the rest of her business day or whatever. So that's kind of a good way for me to just kind of get caught up and know what's going on. And lastly, I just want to say, like, yeah, waking up this early is really helpful because I don't get stressed out in my head. I'm able to just cross off, like, let's say I have 5 things to do for the business that need to be really taken care of and that need my attention. It's just so nice because I can just get all that done with, and then I can kind of relax and have a clear mind the rest of the day. So honestly, if you guys have businesses or something like that, I would totally recommend try to come up with an early schedule, just because it'll help your mental sanity, because you guys can actually cross those things off your list and they won't be lingering over your head and kind of cause some procrastination stress over the day. So yeah, that's just what I would say. Even if you're not procrastinating, it's still just kind of lingering over your head and it's just like, oh, I need to get this done. So I just think that's a really good solution for it. So fitness, that's another thing I really need to work harder in 2021. By the way, I'm going to be coming out with a new video after this that's talking about my goals a little bit, so I don't want to go too far into that, but I would say that one thing that I'm really happy about and thankful for with my new job here working at the Air National Guard base is that I'm able to work out on their time. So I get 3 hours per week to work out and kind of do what I need to do, and there's a track available, there's a gym available, so I'm kind of able to stay in shape a little bit that way, which is really awesome. So usually I'll go in there and kind of work out between 8 to 8:45 or so, just kind of before my day has got started. And then for my lunch break, I get usually about an hour or like half an hour, and then add the 2 breaks or whatever. So I never really go out to eat. I think it's kind of a waste of money. I used to go out to eat a lot when I was younger, but yeah, it's a waste of money, and I just don't really see any point in it. So if I do go anywhere, I'll go to my house because I'm 10 minutes away, and I will go eat lunch with my wife like I did today. She made some really awesome tuna fish tacos that were delicious. But so that's kind of what I would do, but typically I just stay in the office, pull out my laptop and just kind of work on some stuff during my lunch. So that's kind of my midday time to kind of catch up with. A lot of times it's more on the media side of stuff, my media business. I catch it up with clients. Sometimes I even make a couple cold calls or something like that in there, and just kind of see if I can get any more clients or just help my clients that I do have, and just kind of put some work into that a little bit. So that's kind of my midday hour or 45 minutes that I have to work on stuff. And then the rest of the day is personal time or dinner and spending time with my wife. So I don't really do a whole lot after the end of the day. I usually go home. What I have been doing recently, before I had like vacation stuff, but right after work I've been doing a mile. I've been running 1 mile, which has just really helped me kind of get more energy at the end of the day. It's kind of weird how that works, but I've been going out to the track at like 4 o'clock when I get off, and then just running a quick mile, and it really helps me kind of keep my metabolism up or whatever. I just feel better. I come home feeling a little bit more energized, and then so that's kind of like my second, like my cardio for the day, and I just think that's a really good routine for me to run a mile a day. So I try to shoot for that as much as possible. But then yeah, when I come home, I am pretty much just spending time with, it's personal time with my wife, and dinner, and helping out with dinner if I can. But yeah, so I mean, it's just pretty much that. Even though my wife's usually got dinner covered and stuff, I just try to be available and present. And I don't really, I think that's a hard time for a lot of entrepreneurs and stuff, is to spend time with their significant other. And I think that for me at least, it's definitely a huge priority to make sure I do spend enough time with her. Even though, both of us, like, life gets busy and stuff, but we just want to make sure we have time and stuff. So at the end of the day really is just kind of time to rest and recover for the next day. I do definitely go to sleep earlier because of this routine. So I'm usually asleep between 9 to 10. So I think that's around 7 to 7.5 hours or so, if you average it out. So yeah, basically that's kind of what I do. And then on the weekends, I don't really do a whole lot. I just kind of take it easy, kind of recover. Saturday, I might have some other stuff, some meetings or something going on. But for the most part, I'm just relaxing, and especially Sundays, just rest and recover. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my schedule. I hope I kind of laid out the daily routine a little bit. It's definitely kind of a grind, but it definitely opens up some of those pockets of time that people don't always think they have. And I've been doing this for about a few months now, or a couple months at least, and it's really just kind of stuck with me. I've had kind of a hard time because of the move and stuff, kind of getting with my groove, but I think now this is definitely kind of in my new schedule, and it's worked out really good. Definitely has kind of a balance in my life, and I'm able to get what I need to do done. Once again, just kind of waking up early, it allows me to have a couple hours of time where I'm able to focus on what I need to get done, and I'm also not ignoring anybody. Like, I'm not spending time with friends, I'm not spending time with my wife, and soon to be my baby that's coming, because I'm not actually, nobody else is awake at that time, and I'm just getting my stuff that I need to get done, and at the end of the day, I'll still have time to spend with them. So I do like going to sleep a little bit earlier. That's totally okay with me. I kind of enjoy it. So yeah guys, but that's about it. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it meant something to you. If it did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and comment down below what your thoughts are. And if you guys have any other video suggestions for me, please feel free to pop them down in the comments below. I will do my best to make a video, or at least respond to your comment. And thank you so much for watching, and have a good one. Bye.